Hey, what up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's YouTube upload, I'm going to be showcasing you guys, my small little PSA slab collection that I currently own. Um, yeah, it's nothing too crazy. I wish I had more, to be honest with you. I wish I had a lot more money where I can, get more slabs that I want, especially from the nostalgia dual monster era cards that are very very expensive. But I'm okay where I'm at. I really don't want to expand too much. I just really buy the things that I really want. I don't really want my collection to be too much big where it's like super hard to move, because obviously with graded cards, the more expensive they are, the harder they are to move closer to their market price, because people always, they bargain, they negotiate low ball here and there. So I don't know. I think when I was beginning to collect, in terms of raw cards for my binders, slabs, I kept going, but then I didn't realize, like, the more you keep collecting, Konami kept reprinting some of the OG cards in different sets, and of course, kind of did hurt the value in older sets, even like graded cards, just because people didn't want to spend the amount of money on some of these cards anymore, even graded cards. So I just don't feel like they're good investments. But these are the cards that I currently have in graded PSA, and hope you guys do enjoy, man. Like I said, it's nothing too crazy. It's not like the other YouTubers on YouTube, like the bigger collectors like Strictly Sealed. I might have my collection probably like 1% of theirs. Okay, so bear with me, guys. So for my first graded card, is one of my favorites. I have PSA 9 booster pack 10. I think this is called, I don't know why it says booster pack 10. I'm pretty sure this is a battle pack 10, right? I don't know why it's called booster pack 10. I'm pretty sure it's called battle pack 10. It's the BBT Buster Blader original secret rare. So this is the first secret rare for the Buster Blader before the reprints in a legendary collection, Yugi's World, and so on. But this is the very original, so I really love this card. This is from the tin. It's super hard to get this in gem mint 10, because in the old school tins, I remember, if you guys can remember, the promos were never sealed, not compared to these modern times. They were not sealed, and they would like scuff on the back of the plastic in the tins, man. So it's pretty hard to get these in 9 swole. I think this is not a 10 because there's I can see like a mark here. I used to thought, like, when I bought this, I didn't grade this myself, guys. I bought this. I used to thought this mark was like a teardrop off the sword. Like, it actually looks like a teardrop in the picture. But then I was looking at this artwork in other Buster Bladers. It doesn't have it. So I think it's like a dent on the image. That's why it's a PSA 9. Otherwise, it would be a 10, because I was looking at the corners and the back and whatever. And it looks very clean, like near mint. So, but still very happy with this. It looks like literally like a tear, right? Like coming off the sword, like a raindrop. Just crazy. But yeah, that is my first graded card in terms of old school. Now for the modern, I have an Obelisk the Tormentor quarter century secret PSA 9. Keep in mind, guys, a lot of these graded cards are going to be 9s. I just don't feel like I feel like 10s are, in terms of like pricings, in terms of buying them in prices, is a kind of a scam. I don't, unless if you grade the cards yourself and you get a 10 like that, you hit a jackpot. But I recommend, just unless if you're a hardcore seller or a hardcore collector and you're rich as hell, keep it. But if you're not, just sell it off, man. Just because, like, I feel like the prices are like inflated in terms of 10s. I really don't believe 10s are like more like times 5 more, like 5 times more expensive than 9s, man. Because 9s are basically mint. 10s are just like, if you were to recrack this, you can even get a 10. You know what I mean? Recrack it, regrade it, you might even get a 10. So just feel like 10 prices are scams. So that's why I just stick with 9s if I were to buy it. Otherwise if I were to grade it myself and I get a 10, I might just keep it. But I'll probably just sell and just buy a 9, you know. So I love this Obelisk Tournament. It's not the original GBI or whatnot, but I'm really digging the modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards, especially the Starlights and the Core Century. So yeah, man, this is Obelisk Tormentor. So very beautiful Egyptian card. Next, we have the Quarter Century Secret Rare PSA 9 Slifer the Sky Dragon. So this time it's Yuki's instead of Kaiba's. So another Quarter Century Secret Rare, guys. Yeah, obviously this is like not that expensive compared to like the original printings, GBI and all that, but you know, I really like the art. I really like the rarity on this artwork. It has a nice dark color. I'm not sure if this is a European print or NH. This is a little bit dark, but you know, it's not really about like the market value, man. It's just the way the card looks, and I really like how the Quarter Century looks on these, man. Beautiful. Next, we go to my ghost rares. You guys probably wondering where's raw. Like I said, man, I'm not really a slab guy. Like I was like in the chase. I was collecting, and then I kind of like stopped and started collecting raws for my bind, and then I kind of stopped, and then I started becoming more of a vendor, buy and sell. So yeah, kind of semi of all trade, jack of all trades, vendor, collector, binder collector, slab collector. So yeah, so here is my Ghost Blue Eyes in a PSA 9. It's very hard to find these in 10s because I think the Konami had an error issue with the printing for these ghost rares, as you guys see, for Ghost of the Past 2. This is from the set. Ghost of the Past 2, they have a lot of these like ink markings. I'm not sure if all of them have it, but I'm pretty sure like 99% of them have this issue. But I'm sure there's maybe there's like a couple blue eyes out there that don't have this issue. Otherwise this would be a 10, I believe. Yeah, beautiful card, man. Beautiful card. So that is the Ghost Blue Eyes. Next we have Ghost Red Eyes Black Dragon, guys. So it's Joey's card. I love these modern cards, man. You know, obviously like the OGs or original prints are better, but they're just super expensive compared to these. So this is more in my budget range. I love this. I love these cards. I have a lot of these cards in raw as well in my collector binder, but I also have them in slabs. So I don't know if I'm kind of losing interest though, guys, in slabs. So I don't know if I might sell them, trade them towards raw cards. I don't know, because at the end of the day, like, you know, the more you expand your collection, and also you're doing like vending on the sides, like you don't really get to see it. Even if you were to like put them on your display or not, they just sit there and they either depreciate or appreciate. So I think it feels nice when you're chasing, but like once you have like all the ones you really want, you kind of lose interest a bit, but still beautiful to have. I think a lot of these I got them cheap at the time as slabs, so I wouldn't even be mad if I were to sell some of them, because a lot of them they appreciated, man. I made a lot of value on them. So here we have a Ghost Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon PSA 9. I was looking for the 25th anniversary stamp, but I forgot this is a Ghost rare. So yeah, again, all these Ghosts from the past 2 have these like ink printing errors, whatever. It's still beautiful though. It's not really noticeable until you put in the light, but otherwise I think it'd be a 10. Sorry if it looks weird on the plastic, guys, because I do have these slabs in another penny sleeve of its own. So yeah, that is a Ghost Rare Blood Ultimate. So those are my 3 Ghost Rares, my 2 Egyptian God cards, Buster Player, one of my favorite monsters from the anime. And now we're gonna go to my Dark Magician. So we'll start from we'll start from the top here. So we'll start from the newer prints. So like I said, guys, this is the slabs I currently own as of today. So I had more slabs in the past. I sold them off though, unfortunately, to like move some funds here around here and there. So but yeah, so right here, guys, we have a PSA 10. So this is a My first gem mint 10. I didn't buy this. I actually bought this, guys. I didn't grade this, so. But I think I won this in an auction on eBay. So yeah, I love this card so much. It's not that expensive. It's like $100 plus or whatever. But I think it's a good investment. I recommend like to keep this long term, just because like it's not too expensive where you have to move it. Like it's affordable to keep it for long term because you never know. I feel like this will go up, especially in tens. People want tens, right? So I got this when it was really early. So it also depends by the population of how many tens there are, but still, people love the SDY Dark Magician artwork, especially in quarter century secrets. They want to put this more, and plus it's in a 10 with PSA. PSA is premium. Everyone wants a PSA in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh graded cards, right? So that is a quarter century secret rare PSA 10 Dark Magician from the MP23 tins Dueling Heroes. Next we have the 2023 Adidas collaboration promo, Prismatic Seeker. So basically this is the copy version of the DDS but in modern Yu-Gi-Oh. You can see right there has the Adidas logo on the card instead of the 25th anniversary. So one of my favorite cards of in terms of modern Dark Magicians. I love this card, so I feel I'll get to there after. I'm gonna say something after I finish this part. I'll tell you guys after. So that's the thing. Next we have the 2021 Ghost from the Past Dark Magician. So this is another one of my favorites. Absolutely love this card. Man, I spent a lot of money on this card. And let me tell you, it was a fun ride, man. I had this for like maybe 2 years now, and I do have this card in raw too. Like, believe it or not, guys, I actually had like a play set of raws of this. I had like 3 raws and 1 graded, so I had 4 in total, man, of these, and that was very, very expensive. I think I bought all 4 of them, but I think I'm down to 1 raw now, and this is my last. This is my only slab. I sold the other 2. I made my money back plus a little profit, but yeah, man, it's very hard to pull. Ghost from the Past 1 is a major success compared to Ghost from the Past 2. Let's see, there's no ink error on the set. See, it's perfect. But the thing with Ghost from the Past 1, they have like pin dots and like markings, but I don't see it on here, to be honest. But I did get a 9 and not an 8, but I really love this card, man. Unfortunately, I sold this card, so I'm gonna pack this bad boy up. I had to move him, man, just because I needed the funds in order to buy some expensive raw cards, quarter century secret rares from Bonanza. So I thought it was a good deal. I couldn't resist. That's the thing with graded cards. It's sometimes some of them don't go up in value, so I can always get this card back in the future. Obviously not the same exact slab, probably a different graded one in PSA 9, but it was good while it lasted. It was good. I love this card. Like, look at this, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, this is no longer mine. I just sold this, so sold it for 1K, guys. 1K. So, traded in for 1K of value of cards. So next we have the 2020 Maximum Gold. This is like probably the most ugliest version of SDY Dark Magician. But like I said, man, Dark Magician is my favorite card of all time. You guys see my display picture on YouTube. I have the SDY artwork of Dark Magician, so yeah. It's the reason why I collected it. I just wanted to get every rarity. You guys probably wondering where's the Speed Duel graded slab. I did have it on 9, but I bought a PSA 9 SDY Speed Duel. I think that's like the latest version after the quarter century. I bought that on eBay, but then it got lost in transit, man. I think it just got lost, like in either from the airport or the mailing company, whatever. But did get a refund for that. But yeah, so I don't have that Speed Duel one. But yeah, this is the ugliest version, but it still has like a beautiful like hollow bleed, like which I really like. I just don't like the golding around here, but it looks cheap. But then from far, it looks super clean. Like, look at that. Far, it looks super nice because of the hollow bleed. From close, it looks cheap, but still, man. Maximum Gold, first edition Dark Magician Gold Rare. So, all right, next we have this is one of my favorite like rarities. So this is another ultra rare, Duelist Saga Dark Magician first edition. This is basically ultra rare, but this is the can't remember what ultra. This is a different ultra rare technology. It's ultra rare, but it has that Duelist Saga technology. You can like tell right there by the foiling. It has some like weird lines. Like from all the foils from this set from Duelist Saga have this foiling rarity. Like it's very cool looking. That's why I really like it, but it's very unique. Very cool. It's still ultra rare, but it's its own version, right? So I really like this one. PSA 9 Duelist Saga Dark Magician. Very cool card. Next we have Megatin. So this is probably the cheapest version, the cheapest SDY version. This is probably even cheaper than the Speed Pool because the Speed Pool's bought out and it's secret rare. But this is like the most cheapest version, but it's still cleaner than the gold rare in my opinion. But if you want an affordable, cheaper version of SDY Dark Magician, that's like basically like fresh pack mint that you can get from the promo sealed in packs, you want to go with the 2016 Megatins because there's a lot of these. This was a promo for 2016 and they were in the pack of the tin. So there's a lot of these. You can get these cheap 2 and 10s, but I didn't really care. I didn't want to spend too much on the book because like it's still basically mint. But this is basically the standard ultra rare for SDY Dark Magician, and it's absolutely gorgeous, man. So love this one. Cheaper version, yeah, but still like it just very basic and clean, right? So very clean. PSA 9. These are all PSA 9, I think, except for this one 10, obviously. Next we have except for this one. So right here we got the OG Secret Rare Battle Pack Collector's Tin Dark Magician. This is the very first original Secret Rare of Dark Magician in the 2002 promo tin. This is a promo in the 2002 tin, and yeah, honestly I wanted to upgrade this to a 9, but just like the 9 was like double the price of an 8, and like I found this one on eBay and it was like very clean, right? It looked basically near mint. So I was like, just settle with the 8. But now it kind of bugs me now. I kind of want everything 9 and up, but like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna keep collecting slabs. I might just move them all and just keep my raw copies in my binder, because I did have like all the slabs. I wanted to have all the slabs of Dark Magician as well as the raw copies with multiple copies, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But here it is, man. Like I said, I don't know if I want to upgrade this to a 9 or just probably do all this. Like I already sold this already for $1,000 value of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so I don't know. But yeah, it's probably like my favorite original Secret Rare Dark Magician limited edition. It's very hard to find these in like near mint to mint condition, so that's why they're pretty expensive. That's why 9s are like expensive, like $400 to $500 just for a 9 of this card. So but yeah, very nice card, very beautiful card, one of my all-time favorites. Next we have the DDS Dark Magician. So you guys are probably wondering, okay, first let me just show you this card first. So here's the creme de la creme of all Dark Magicians, the very first printing of SDY Dark Magician in the TCG. So this was printed before the SDY Dark Magician. This is the DDS Dark Duel Stories Dark Magician. This was a promo from the video game, from the Game Boy Advance. You got this, Blue Eyes, and the Head of Exodia. But yeah, this is the most expensive one. I have this on an 8. I do have like 3 copies of this in raw too. I have like 1 LP, 1 MP, and then 1 like fresh pack mint from the game. So that one I want to grade. That one's like, I feel like the one I have in my binder is a 10, man. Because I got that fresh from the game, and it's like perfect condition, centering, everything's good. But yeah, so I might, if I get the grade my raw one into a 10 or a 9, I'll probably sell this 8. Or I don't know, maybe I'll keep it too. This was expensive too. This is like $1,000. But yeah, it's my favorite Dark Magician. Prismatic Secret Rare. So you can tell with the BBT, this is a regular Secret Rare. And then with the DDS, this is Prismatic Secret Rare. See, the foilings are different. Basically, you go to the Adidas. It's basically, the Adidas basically copied the DDS, but the DDS, it just looks a little bit cleaner. Like the Dark Magician's face, like whiter. It's not too much. With the Adidas, like the shine goes on his eyes and his face, his suit. This one doesn't. This is a little bit cleaner, but this one does. This one definitely looks more richer. But obviously, this is like more modern. This is printed obviously in 2023. This is printed in 2002, so different machines, right? But this is way more expensive for sure. Especially if you get this in a 9 compared to this 9. This is like double of this. Or no, like 5 times more of this if you get them both in 9s. But this is like probably 4 times more than this 9 right now. In 8, so yeah. Very, very cool. If you want to compare the Ghost Rare, you know, the one I just sold. I'm gonna miss this guy, man. I might get this back eventually if I can get a better deal. Because obviously I couldn't resist. I had to move this for the amount of cards I was getting for the value of this. Because I've seen this a couple times on like auctions or whatnot on eBay that I can definitely get it cheaper than what I traded this for. So we'll see. But yeah, oh yeah, you guys are probably wondering. We'll get to this after. You guys probably where's my SDY first edition one? So I did sell that too as well, guys. So I had a first edition starter deck Yuki Dark Magician PSA 8. It wasn't a 9, it was a PSA 8. And the reason why I sold it because I got it on a very good deal on like eBay, and I sold it for like $200 more on on a private sale. So I had to move it because at that time I wanted to upgrade all my Dark Magicians to all PSA 9s minimum. But now since I sold this Ghost Rare, I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade them all to 9s. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them all, or maybe I'll just try to get them better deals in 9s. I don't know yet, so I'm kind of in the limbo here, guys. But yeah, and then I got this one recently. There's 2 printings of this, okay? There's this one, the Jump Fall promo, and then there's the original Shonen Jump one from the magazine. I think this one's more rare, apparently. This one's more expensive, more rare. So the Shonen Jump promo has the limited edition in the middle, which is obviously that one's older, but for some reason this is rare. So I think it's because the Shonen Jump promo was from a magazine, and this one you can only get it from the Jump Pack Fall. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comment section, guys. But that's something I read or something. But yeah, they're basically the same artwork, just the limited editions at the bottom, and this one's on the bottom, and the other one's in the middle. But this one's very freaking awesome. Got a good deal on this. Didn't pay any taxes. Bought it privately, so I had to swoop it up. But it'd be sick if they printed this guy in quarter century secure. But that's the thing, guys. You know, like every time they print everything, we print everything. It's harder to move some of these older prints. That's the reason why I started selling most of my collection off. But yeah, I love this artwork. This is so badass. This is the definition of black magician, guys. So with his suits all black and everything, crazy, man. That is crazy. Is this gonna be the thumbnail? Is this gonna be the thumbnail like this? This could be the thumbnail. Yeah, we'll put the thumbnail like this. Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Nothing crazy. Very amateur collection of PSA slabs, but these are my personal favorites from my generation of Yu-Gi-Oh. This is my era Duel Monsters. Nothing too crazy. I didn't want to spend too much of the big bucks. Mostly modern and some classics that I can afford. And yeah, nothing too crazy, man. I didn't really want to invest too much in slabs. They're hard to move, man. They're very hard to move. You have to buy. With slabs, just very expensive, hard to move. You have to find the right buyers and whatnot, and people negotiate. That's the reason why I don't really want to get too deep in the slab world. I prefer raw cards as a collector because I'm mostly vending, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy it, man. My mini Dark Magician slash Dual Monster collection of all slabs. I'd really appreciate if you guys do drop that like, you know, helps the channel grow. And yeah, I'll catch you guys all on the next YouTube video I upload on the channel, guys. Take care. Peace.